Assalamu alaikum. This is teacher Fatima Salim from Radwan Schools. I hope you're all doing great. Today we will talk about fractions. What is a fraction? A fraction is what we get when we divide a single unit or break it into equal parts. Each one of these parts is called a fraction. Let's take a look at these examples starting from the left one. This is read 8 out of 8. It's what we get when we divide a circle into 8 equal parts. When we color the 8 parts, this fraction is 8 out of 8 because we colored every single part of the circle, which is equal to 1. Now the second fraction is 3 out of 12. We have a rectangle divided into 12 parts. When we color 3 parts, the fraction is 3 out of 12. The third fraction is 10 out of 20. I have a rectangle divided into 20 parts. When I color 10 parts of the rectangle, the fraction is 10 out of 20. If we color only 2 parts of the 20 parts, the fraction will become 2 out of 20. Good job. Now the fifth fraction, 6 out of 6, is what we get when we color the 6 parts of the 6 parts of the rectangle. 6 out of 6 is 1. Now the last fraction, we have a rectangle which has 6 parts. We colored only 2, so the fraction is 2 out of 6. Good job. Now you know what a fraction is and how we represent it. You notice that the fraction is made up of 2 numbers, one on top and one on the bottom. Now, what do we call those parts? The fraction is divided into 2 parts. The upper one is called a numerator, which is the number on top. And the number on the bottom is called a denominator. Notice how the denominator is down. This is an easy way to remember. So the numerator is up, the denominator is down in the bottom. As you can see in this nice pizza, someone ate 1 slice and left 3. So the leftover of the pizza is 3 out of 4. 3 out of 4. The numerator is 3 and the denominator is 4. Now next we will get to know the types of fractions. Fractions have 3 types: proper, improper, and mixed numbers. A proper fraction is a fraction in which the top number is less than the bottom one, or the numerator is less than the denominator. Examples: 1 out of 3, 5 out of 8. Improper fractions, also called vulgar fractions, are fractions in which the numerator up is larger than the denominator down. Examples: 7 out of 3, 4 out of 3. The mixed number, obviously from the name you can tell that it's a mixture of a whole number and a fraction. Example: 3 and 5 out of 7, 2 and 4 out of 9. Now, you know what a fraction is made up and you know the 3 types of fractions. Good job. Let's move on to the next idea, which is to calculate a fraction of an amount. We will see what that means when we see this question. Salam gave 2 out of 6 of her allowance to charity. سلام بدها تتبرع بسدسين مصروفها. The allowance is actually 30 JDs per month. How much did she give away? Now Salam donated 2 out of 6 of her allowance. In math, The word of means multiplication. So what you should do is simply multiply the fraction 2 out of 6 by the monthly allowance, 30 JDs. Just replace the word of with multiplication. That would be 60 out of 6, which is 10 JDs. So what Salam gave away is 10 JDs. Let's see how you will do in exercise 4.2. In part 1, part A, they want you to calculate 1 out of 5 of 40. All you have to do is replace of by times. That is a piece of cake. 1 out of 5 multiplied by 40 is 40 out of 5, which is 8. Good job. Now, we are going to do part F next. So I need you to pause the video, try to do it on your own, and see if your answer matches mine. Welcome back. In part F, 7 out of 8 of the 72. Yes, you must have replaced off with the sign multiplication. Then I'm sure that you remembered something you do from Arabic math. Yes, الاختصار. تقدري تختصري 8 with 72 by dividing both of them by 8. Yes, 8 by 8 is 1, as you can see in pink. 72 by 8 is 9, as you can see also in pink. Now 7 by 9 is 63, so the answer is 63. Let's move on to the next question in the same exercise. In exercise 2, they also want you to calculate 3 out of 4 of 12. Now, replace the word of with multiplication, then simplify. اختصري 4 with 12. They both divide by 4, so the answer is 3 by 3, which is 9. Excellent. Now pause the video, try doing F on your own, and see if your answer matches mine. I hope you all answered was 72. 9 out of 10 of 80, you can simply remove the zeros from 80 with 10 by dividing both by 10, so the answer will be 9 by 8, which is 72. Excellent. Our next idea, after you take a break if you would like to. Our next idea is to change a mixed number into a vulgar or an improper fraction. You know this, ladies. Now, this mixed number on your left, yes, the orange and black one, 6 and 2 out of 3, can be changed into an improper fraction by multiplying 6 by 3, then adding 2. That means 18 plus 2 all divided by 3. 20 out of 3 is the fraction we need. Another fraction on your right is 2 and 3 out of 4. Yes, you multiply 2 by 4 and then add 3. Now that's 11 out of 4. Excellent. Now we will try some exercises from your book. This is exercise 4.3. Change into vulgar fractions. In part A, 4 and 2 out of 3. You multiply 4 by 3, then add 2. Well, that's 14 by 3. Good job. Now pause the video until you do part F. I'll be waiting. Good job. Part F says 9 and 5 out of 7. Now you multiply 9 by 7, that's 63. Don't forget to add 5. That's 68 out of 7. Good job. Next is the exact opposite. We're going to change a vulgar fraction into a mixed number. Now, if I have a vulgar fraction, as you can see here, an improper fraction, the one on your left, yes, 7 out of 4 is a vulgar fraction. If I want to divide it into an improper, into a mixed number, all I have to do is divide the numerator by the denominator using long division. This is 7 divided by 4. Now, in 7, how many 4s do we have? Exactly 1. When we multiply 1 by 4, you get a 4 here. Then you can subtract. 7 minus 4 is 3. That means the remainder is 3. الباقي 3. Now, to set things straight, you need to remember a rule. The answer on top, 1, is actually the whole number, of course. Now, the remainder is the numerator. So it is 1 and 3 divided by something. The denominator never changes. So the denominator was 4 in the beginning. It's going to stay 4 in the end. So the final answer is 1 and 3 out of 4. Again, you divide the numerator by the denominator. قسم البسط على المقام. الباقي هو البسط الجديد، والعدد الجواب هو العدد الصحيح، والمقام هو المقام. Okay? Let's try this. Exercise 4.4 says change this vulgar fraction into a mixed number. Part A wants you to change 29 out of 4. Okay, let's try. 29 divided by 4, that's 7. But multiplying 7 by 4 gives me 28. Now when I subtract, what's the remainder? شو الباقي? 1. This means that 7 is the whole number. The remainder 1 الباقي هو البسط, and 4 the denominator stays the denominator. So the answer is 7 and 1 out of 4. The denominator never changes. ما تغير المقام. What if I want to check my answer? What do? Let's try to make things possible here. All you have to do is multiply 7 by 4, then add 1. Let's try this. 7 by 4 is 28, plus 1, 29. So 29 divided by 4, that leads us back to the original fraction. So our work is correct. Now, try F. 17 divided by 12. Now, if I divide 17 divided by 12, the answer is 1. Now, multiply 1 by 12, that's 12. Subtract, the answer will be 5. Good. Now, the mixed number is, you got that right, 1 and 5 divided by 12. The denominator was 12. It's still 12. Good job. That's it. I hope everything was clear for today. I'll be waiting for your questions if you have any, and wait for my instructions after the video. Thank you.